Hello everyone, this is Dilip here from Close Combat Martial Arts. And as promised at the end of the last video, I'm back with my second video. I was a bit busy with my office work, so now I've got some free time. So today, as you see, I have a stick in my hand. So we will be looking at Kali, or the other name of Kali is Filipino martial arts. It's a very common name. So as you get it from the name itself, it comes from Philippines. So that's why it's called as Filipino martial arts. There are other names for the same art. It is called as Eskrima or Arnes. So this is a Spanish and a French name, as French and Spanish people had colonies in Philippines. So they kept the names for this art. So Arnes means armory in Spanish, and Eskrima means, I suppose, stick fighting or fencing. So they kept the name as Eskrima. But if you look at Kali, in Filipino terms, it is known as knives or blades. So it is basically Filipino martial arts is a weapon-based martial arts. So now you would have a question that why in 21st century we need to have a weapon-based martial arts, or why do we need to have this? So the basic idea of having a weapon-based martial arts comes from how we evolved as a human being. So if you see, we as a human beings were Homo sapiens. We came down from monkeys, and then we started developing ourselves into human beings. So the basic idea here is like when we would have tried to defend ourselves, or when we were trying to defend ourselves from animals or from the same human counterpart. We would have either used a stone or a stick or a bone of an animal. So the basic thing comes from here, that we use something to generate power, or we use some stick, so that becomes a weapon. So here same thing comes here. So if you see, a human being would have used a stick, a weapon, and then they would have, when I don't have a stick, they would have thought, okay, if I don't have a stick, how I would have fought? So then they would have developed hand-to-hand combat and other stuffs. And now we generally have guns and all, but still, if I don't have a gun, so I think you would have got the idea. Like, if I don't have a weapon in my hand, I will go for hand-to-hand combat. But the hand-to-hand combat would have its background from the weapons. Not would, I would say it has a background from the weapons. So in Filipino martial arts, you start with practicing with a stick. It is a weapon-based martial art, but you see, a newcomer or a new guy cannot be handed over with a sharp blade, because either he may cut himself or he may hurt someone else. So generally we start with a single stick, which is a short stick. This short stick is around 28 inches in length. Some people use 30-inch. So generally it is in a pair. I have two pairs. These sticks are of two materials. One is a Kamagong, another one is a Ratan. So I will go with Ratan first. Ratan is a light stick. It is light in weight, thinner than a Kamagong. It is similar to bamboo, but bamboo is hollow inside. Ratan is not hollow. It is a thick one. It has long fibers inside, so it forms a nice impact weapon. So it can take impact. It doesn't break easily. You can hit on a wall. You can hit on tire. It won't break. As it's light, it's very easy to yield, and you are pretty fast with a Ratan stick. Now, if I talk about Kamagong is a heavier stick. It is kind of a thick. The other word for Kamagong is an ironwood. So ironwood, the name itself suggests it's something similar to iron. So it's a very dense wood. It's very heavy, And Kemagong woods are generally used for developing the habit of putting power in your strikes. So how to, you put the power in the strikes. You learn by using Kemagong. The same strikes what you do in the Ratan, you do with the Kemagong. You learn how to put your body weight, how to put your entire body in each strike, and how to move with that. So then this helps you utilize the same ideas in the Ratan, and you develop more speed. So as I'm in India, I'm not able to get Kemagong, and it's pretty costly to import Kemagong in India. So I got this made from the local place here in India, and this is similar to Kemagong, pretty tough wood, and not that brittle. Cameron sometimes cracks or something, but this is pretty much tough wood. I will try to find out which wood it is so that people can get it made. Then the second thing which we train to develop power is a longer stick. So this is a longer pole. This is around 51 inches in length, so around 4 feet. So this wood is used, this is a longer pole, which is a similar concept like how to develop your body, and you develop your muscles. You do some basic strikes using this, which will be coming in the next video. And then we also train using the Indian clubs. Indian clubs are Indian clubs. So we also train with this. I will also do this is a pretty good exercise equipment. I will put one video about explaining all the exercises with this. This is a big chapter to do, and whenever time permits, I will do it. So now let's go ahead with the Kemagongs. I would say the modified one. So basically we follow a system which has 12 strikes. So if you imagine, let me go back so that you can see clearly. So if you imagine a clock in front of me, these strikes are based on the clock dials. So I will tell you one by one. So today we will be talking only about the first 4 strikes. Okay, so we will go step by step. You can learn it. The process will be easy for you to learn. So let's go with the first strike. So as a beginner, as I had told you in the last video how to stand, you generally open up your feet, bend down, open up your feet, and your legs should be inside. So if you are standing in this way, you are strengthening up your legs first, and then the load on your back is reduced, and your upper body is relaxed, and you take on the load on your leg. So now here, your left hand, as you're practicing with your right hand, your left hand is on your chest. The first strike, number 1 strike, comes from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. So if you see, 1 o'clock is here in the clock, and 7 o'clock is here. So it goes 1 to 7. Now the second strike, you rotate here, take it up, and strike comes from 11 to 5. And now here, turn, return from 5 to 11. So this is number 3 strike. And again, here, the strike goes from 7 to 1 o'clock. So this is strike number 4. Now you drop your hands. Now again, you go from 1 to 7, strike number 1. You go from 11 to 5, strike number 2. 5 to 11, strike number 3. And 7 to 1, strike number 4. You drop your hands. So if you observe properly, my legs are not moving, the position is same, and if I want to move, I'm moving with my body from the waist. Okay, so you can practice slowly. So the basic idea here is you're hitting, when you're actually hitting, you're hitting from the shoulder of your opponent to the knee, and then from here again, shoulder to the knee, knee to the shoulder, and knee to the shoulder. Drop. So you can practice this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to practice in a very slow pattern, as I showed it to you. So by doing it in a very slow pattern, you're actually making your body, a muscle memory to your body of how your movements are. So here if you see, I'm doing it slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and drop. So you can practice the first 4 counts. You can do 100 counts. So then you will be training in a slow pattern, and then you can go with to increase the speed, and then you can also try with your left hand. So now I will give you a basic idea of how to catch. As I have already taught you how to do 1 to 4, I would like to tell you how to hold the stick. So now if you see, I'm gripping the stick as hard as I can. And here there is a gap of 1 fist. So you leave this gap and then the extension here, and you're gripping it. So you're gripping it properly. This grip should be very, very strong, and your weapon should never fall down from your hand. This is the extension of your hand. So you should not consider it as a separate thing, but it is a part of your body. So your part of your body never falls down. So this should never fall down. Only if you die, you can release it. But we don't go for fighting and all. But the basic idea here is it's a part of your body. So we don't go for wars or something like that. In olden days, people used to go for a war, so that was the idea. But here, the basic thing is your weapon should not fall down from your hand. So the grip should be very strong, and then you are developing grip strength. So here, you see, using this you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop. I hope everyone would have got a basic idea about the first 4 strikes. I hope people put your queries down here, and I don't want everyone to put in comments or ask me about what background I am or which school I belong to or something. I am not earning anything from this, or I'm not doing it as a commercial business. I'm just putting these videos so that I can reach out to more people and show them how learn this easily. So let's keep the comments only to asking questions related to the art and no other questions. And it's a request, please. Okay, so please put down your questions. If you like the videos, subscribe, and I hope I can still continue with these sessions. And stage by stage I will be putting in more videos as the response increases, and I will be happy to answer all your queries. So I would like to take a leave now. Thank you.